welcome back to Wanderlust Books, and today we're going to be doing a book review on Fates by Lanie. I talked about this book in my May TBR. If you'd like to see that, you can click on the book itself, but I will do a small synopsis for you right now. Alright, so this book is about a girl who has been exiled from the world of fates, because that means that she helps control the fates. So she helps people through breakups and deaths, and she's there for it. And so she has been exiled to the human world, where she is supposed to do tasks to get back to her fates world. Her final task actually is to kill this boy named Lucas, who is actually some boy that she's run into every once in a while throughout her time on Earth. And so that's what this book's actually about. It sounds pretty interesting, right? But let's get into the actual review itself, and I will let you know my thoughts. Alright, so I'll do somewhat of a non-spoiler portion. I didn't actually really like this book that much. I thought it was kind of meh. It was pretty boring. Like, the beginning, the first chapter was really good. Like, that hooked me in. It sounded really good. But the rest of the book was kind of eh. I got about halfway through and I was kind of having that feeling of, I don't know if I really want to actually finish this book, which isn't good because that doesn't actually happen to me a lot. I don't actually get a book where I don't really actually want to finish it. I don't get that very often. It does happen sometimes. I do sometimes like to power through it though to see if it will get any better, especially if there's a sequel, because it was good enough to get picked up again. And so this actually had a sequel. And so I did finish it. I finished it. But I didn't like it that much. I thought it was an okay book. Like, the writing's kind of mediocre, and the character development is kind of and the relationship between Luke and the main character, I think her name's Coraline, I don't know. Her name, I can't really pronounce, but their relationship felt really forced upon me. It was mostly through Lucas's perspectives that it felt really, really forced. And so I didn't really enjoy it that much. I gave this book about a 3 out of 5 stars, but now talking about it, I kind of want to give it a 2.5, which I don't give very often. I don't give below a 4 that often because I like to read books I actually enjoy, and I know people will recommend them to me, but I just picked this up at the library thinking it would be good because I also saw the sequel was out, and I saw people haul it before in the past, but I haven't actually seen anyone review it, so I wanted to pick it up and see what it was all about. But it was kind of like I said. I won't give anything away. Some books are like that. Sometimes they just don't turn out how you want them to. And so I will go into a little bit more of a discussion now over this actual book itself. The dogs want to discuss also. Into the actual spoily portion of this book. Alright, so like I said, I didn't like it that much. I thought the character development was kind of really poorly done, and the plot was quite boring. I didn't understand the worlds that much because they weren't described very well, and they also didn't go that much in depth. They might in the second book because I feel like there's going to be more of like Lucas going into the actual world itself and like trying to figure out what it is. But in the first book, I felt like the world wasn't developed that much. I feel like I don't know that much about it, and I don't even really know the history of like this fates thing that everyone does. Well, it's not everyone, but it's like her world. I don't understand it. I don't understand why Miranda wants to like destroy it. I don't understand like literally anything about it. I don't know if I just didn't read that well, or if like it was like more of an in between the lines type of deal, but I just didn't understand the actual plot that much. Like, I didn't feel like it was written very well. And so that was something that also like made me confused and also made me not want to keep reading because I didn't get what was going on. And plus, like, her writing was just kind of I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, I could follow the writing. I could follow the conversations going on and everything. I thought her writing was just normal. Like, it wasn't spectacular. It wasn't anything like, oh my god, this is like the most amazing book I've ever read. Nothing like that, really. Not at all. I've read really amazing books, and I've read really amazing authors write beautifully, and this just wasn't one of those books. And so I felt, like I said, I felt like Lucas and Coraline, I don't know how to say her name, it's so bad, I don't know how to say her name, so I don't know their relationship. I thought it was very forced. Like, she wanted to kill him pretty much the entire book, and she had a knife at his throat, and he just wanted to kiss her. Like, what was that all about? Why did he want to kiss her so bad when she had a knife to his throat? And like 30 seconds later, he was just like brushed it off, and I was like, whatever. Like, she's really cute, and I want to kiss her, and I feel like we're meant to be together or something. I don't know. I didn't understand the relationship well enough to actually enjoy reading it. Like sometimes a book will be but like the relationship between the main characters will be really strong and I'll actually be really into it and I'll still give it a decent rating and a review because like the character development was really well, even though the plot and the storyline was kind of but I feel like both of these were not that great in this story, and I don't think I'm going to continue on to Chaos, which is the second book in the series so far, which is quite a disappointment. I don't like to stop reading series because I feel like it might get better, but nothing in the first book made me want to continue really. I did power through it, like I said, I did finish it, so that's an accomplishment, I guess. It was something added to my number of books I need to read this year, I guess. The reading itself was actually quite easy. Like, it was a very quick read because there was not a lot of complexity to it. Like, nothing really complex happened. Like, you didn't know any of the worlds really in depth, so you just kind of had a broad idea of what they were, and so you weren't really trying to figure out how the worlds work together in the actual book itself, and so it was a very quick read. I got through it really quickly. I read like half of it in an afternoon, and then I finished it at work the next day, and so it was a very quick read. If you're looking for like a quick read that you're not really like looking for like complexity and you just like want to get through it, then I guess this book could be for you if you really want to. But I mean, if you really care about like character development like I do, or like plot development, or like plot at all, then I wouldn't pick this book up, really, in my opinion. Which I hate giving books bad reviews because I feel like they might have more to them and I just didn't see it. There's only one character I really enjoyed at all, and he was just like a minor character, and he was only there to help Lucas through like his time in the other world. And that was pretty much the only time I actually cared about a character because I thought he was really interesting and he gave a lot of like wisdom to the main characters, and it helped us kind of figure out like the plot more. Like his character like gave us some plot depth. So that was actually one thing I actually enjoyed about this book, was actually just that character. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if you read this book and what your thoughts were on it. Maybe your thoughts were completely different. Maybe you completely loved it. I don't know. Everyone's different. Everyone loves and hates different books. You can leave that stuff in the comment section below. And that's pretty much everything I have. If you'd like to watch more of my videos, you can subscribe to see them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because I do 3 videos a week, which is very exciting. I have a schedule. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!